Hello and welcome to the Auto Today YouTube channel. My name is Dhruv and you're watching another episode of the Food Trail series. This time around we're heading to Gwalior and we've got the 2022 Hyundai Venue for company. But before we move on with this video, in case you haven't seen the rest of the videos, you can click on the top right corner of your screen and check out the playlist. And if you haven't already, please do remember to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you get notified every time we go live with new content on Auto Today.
Reaching Gwalior from Delhi requires one to drive through Agra via the Taj Expressway and onwards through truck-strewn NH44 for around 6 hours. The punchy 1-litre turbo under the hood of the Venue and the slick shifting DCT made light work of cutting through all the slow-moving traffic that we encountered.
We're starting our day with a very popular breakfast staple, which is poha, and for that we've come to a very famous place in Gwalior. It's called PANWARI Poha Center, and I know the name sounds a little odd because Panwari and poha don't usually go hand in hand, but this is one of the most famous places, and if you ask around in Gwalior, this is where people will send you to have some poha, and we've got a plate full of that in this beautiful looking bowl of leaves, and I'm going to dig into this delicious yet light breakfast, and after that we'll move on, head to more places in Gwalior, show you more street food, show you more delicious food.
Breakfast done, we decided to indulge in some sightseeing. Chief amongst the places of interest in Gwalior from a tourist's perspective is Gwalior Fort. It sits atop a hill and covers an area of 11 square kilometers. The fort complex offers splendid views of Gwalior that are a testament to the authority of the Rajas and Maharajas that lorded over the region. The roads around the fort complex lead up to other historical places of interest, including Teli Ka Mandir and the Sahasrabahu temple. But this series is named Food Trails after all, and the main item on our agenda was quite obviously food. Next up on the list was HEMU CHEELA Chaat Bhandar, another famous Gwalior street food outlet that started life as a food cart. It's known for, as is obvious from the name, CHEELA and chaat.
1997 से मैंने काम चालू किया है। मेरे को 26 साल लगभग होने जा रहे हैं।
आप हेमू आप ही हैं?
नहीं, मेरा छोटे भाई का नाम है, इनकी शॉप माधवन चौरा है।
अच्छा,
ये मेरी फर्म का नाम है।
अच्छा, क्या क्या लगाया है आपने हमारे लिए बताइए।
ये हींग वाली लंबी पानी पूरी, हींग वाली करेला चाट, हाँ। और ये मूंगी दाल पनीर का चीला।
और ये चटनी में क्या क्या है?
चटनी में ये दही है और मीठी सॉस है, मीठी सॉट, मीठी चटनी जो होती है, हाँ। और हरी चटनी। हाँ,
चलिए इससे चालू करते हैं।
चीले के अंदर अपने आलू है, मटर है, पनीर है।
ये मूंग की दाल का चीला है
जी। मेरे खुद के बने हुए मसाले हैं, हाँ। खुद तैयार किए हुए हैं, खुद पिसवाए हुए हैं, खुद।
इसका नाम बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है। करेला चाट क्यों कहते हैं इसको?
करेला ही कहते हैं, करेले का डिजाइन
दिखाएंगे ज़रा वो।
हाँ, करेले का डिजाइन है, करेले का डिजाइन है, करेले का शेप है, करेला होता है तो मैं देखा ही करेला बोलता है।
करेले से कोई लेना देना, सब्जी से कोई लेना देना,
कोई डिजाइन भर।
और इसमें क्या क्या डाला है करेला चाट में?
करेला चाट में ये मीठी सॉस, मीठी चटनी, सॉल्ट और दही और जीरा मसाला, जीरा पाउडर, और ये 2-3 तरह का ये आपका नमकीन है। हाँ,
यहाँ हर चीज़ के नाम थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है।
जी जी जी।
ये लंबी पानी पूरी कैसे?
लंबी पानी पूरी, इसका शेप लंबा ही रहता था।
शेप लंबा?
हाँ, तो लंबी के नाम से आज भी लंबी के नाम चलती है। हाँ, भले ही तो शेप है ना गोल कर दिया हमने, हाँ। लेकिन क्या लंबी में थोड़ा पानी कम आता है, बस आलू कम आता है, पानी कम आता है, सब आता है। इसमें फुल पानी, फुल आलू, फुल मसाला, मतलब लगता है कि गोलगप्पा पिया आपने। और लंबी पानी पूरी अगर मुँह में जाएगी ना, पता नहीं जल्दी लगती है कि आप गोलगप्पा पी रहे हो, लगता है क्या? हाँ जी, रहता है।
Bhuvanesh Rathore, who started HEMU CHEELA Chaat Bhandar in 1996, is a fan of Hyundai cars as well. The updated Venue certainly caught his eye and he seemed quite impressed by it.
बिल्कुल मुझे गाड़ी बहुत
अच्छी लगी, फीचर्स भी, सनरूफ डाला है, चार्जिंग स्क्रीन,
सब चीज़ें मतलब नया, मतलब कुछ नयापन दिखा गाड़ी के अंदर, लगा गया है गाड़ी।
peek inside the cabin to check out all the new features that have been added, including the digital instrument cluster, electrically adjustable seat, and a sunroof was enough for him to remark that the Hyundai Venue came across as a very desirable offering. Rounding off our street food sojourn was a quick stop at Bahadura Sweets for some laddoos. In business for around 95 years, the shop on LOHIYA Bazaar Road sells only laddoos and gulab jamun. It's a small but extremely popular outlet, one that usually sells out by 6 p.m. These laddoos were apparently former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's favourite and were regularly shipped for him to Delhi. Having eaten more laddoos than I care to admit, we got back into the venue and made our way home.
Well, that was certainly a lot of good food, and if I was to pick a favorite, I think the KARELA chaat was probably my pick of the lot. But again, everything we had was pretty good and definitely worth the trip to Gwalior. The one thing that really stood out for me was the odd naming of everything, basically everything we had. We had POHA at a place called PANWARI POHA, and that place had nothing to do with it being a Panwari. Maybe there's some history to it, perhaps. We had KARELA chaat, which had nothing to do with Karela. We had something called lambi pani puri, which was essentially pani puri generally, slightly oddly shaped maybe. But all in all, yes, a good trip and a good companion, I should add. This new Hyundai Venue with all its updates, stuff like the new sunroof, wireless charging has definitely upped the value for money quotient of the Venue. And as always, the 1 litre turbocharged petrol engine with the 7-speed DCT, that's a really nice combination. It's a winning combination and one that makes the Venue the best sub 4 meter compact SUV. I think it is, but what do you think about it? What do you think about the food? You can drop your comments in the section below, and if you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and do remember to share and subscribe to the channel.